The competency-based questions that you'll be asked will differ from bank to bank, but they can be grouped into 5 broad categories. The first would be leadership and experience, and an example of a question in this category would be the following. Give us the best example of a time where you have been inspiring for others and helping others achieve their goals. Tell us exactly what you did to motivate them and why you're important in their success. 250 words maximum. This is an actual question asked by a bank in the context of their summer internship recruitment process. The second category pertains to obstacles and initiatives. An example question would be, tell us about a problem you're confronted with and for which you were forced to think differently and come up with a creative solution to solve this problem. The third category of questions pertains to your personal and academic achievements. What is the accomplishment that you're most proud of? What did you learn from this experience, and how does this differentiate you from other candidates? The fourth category pertains to your skills and motivations. An example would be, tell us something about you or something you have experienced that differentiates you from other candidates. What skills or experiences do you possess? And why did you choose this skill or experience to differentiate you from others? Why would this skill be useful to our bank? And finally, you might be asked questions pertaining to news or developments in the sector. An example would be, what do you think are the main challenges facing the financial industry as a whole? And what are the opportunities for our bank in the current economy? 150 words maximum. So these are the 5 broad categories of competency-based questions that you might face when you're applying for a summer internship. And I think that an important part of your preparation for summer internships is precisely to prepare for competency-based questions. And I mean 2 things. The first is obviously, preparing your responses to competency-based questions that you encounter when you're filling out your online applications. But beyond that, and as you progress along the recruitment process, you will still be facing competency-based questions, whether it is, as I mentioned, over the phone or in person during the assessment center. And so really, to ensure that you maximize your chances of success, an important part of preparation would be taking some time out to think about the possible questions that you might encounter across these different categories and preparing your responses to them. To help you along this process, we've prepared an indicative and non-exhaustive list of competency-based questions that you can download in this module. Hopefully, this will facilitate your process of preparation. I'll end off this video by addressing a doubt that some of you might be facing right now. Now, we've mentioned that there are 5 categories of competency-based questions, and there seems to be, an impossibly broad set of questions that you might be asked, and you might think it very daunting to try to prepare for them. But really, if I can assure you, once you begin your process of preparation, you'll find out very quickly that there's going to be 2 or 3 experiences that you've encountered, or 2 or 3 stories that you could use to respond to different types of competency-based questions. And really, so an important part of your work when you're preparing your responses to competency-based questions is to identify these stories that you could use with some slight adjustments to answer different types of competency-based questions.